Honestly, it really threw me off when it happened. I was just like, wow, this is not the guy that I thought I knew. So, real friends, friendships, besties, BFFs, whatever you want to call them. In this video, I'm going to share a story with you about somebody that I thought was a really good friend of mine, but I ended up finding out later that was not the case. Earlier this week, I had a teacher's class like I normally do every single week. So I sat down with teachers in the school that want to improve their English or learn more English. And the topic I decided for this week was friendship. So we're talking about friendships. And after I'd had my conversation class with them, I remembered a story about a friend that I used to have through university. In this video, I'm actually not going to say the real names of the people that I'm referring to. I'm just going to give them fake names like Bob and Mary and stuff like that, just so that the story is easy to understand. So, in my first year of university, I met this guy named Bob. And Bob had just recently broke up with his girlfriend from high school. They were dating for like a year or two because they broke up because they're going to two separate universities. He was going to the school I went to, and his ex-girlfriend went to a different school. So at that time, he was obviously looking for some friends, looking for some people to hang out with and stuff. And, you know, I was cool. I was like, yeah, like, let's hang out. And so over time, like, we started, you know, hanging out together, coming over to my place, playing video games, going to clubs, drinking, all that fun stuff that people do in university. And we're having a good time. And I always remembered he used to, you know, share stories with me about how, like, you know, he wanted a girlfriend and how, you know, in high school it was much easier for him to get girls, but in university it's getting a little tougher now because, you know, he goes out to clubs or bars and he sees all these football players and all these big people that just, you know, swoop all the chicks and stuff like that. And so he was somebody that really wanted a girl in his life. Later on, what ends up happening in our third year of university, he ends up meeting this one girl. So my friend Bob meets a girl named Mary, and Mary and Bob end up having, you know, one night stand or whatever you want to call it. And, you know, me and my friends at the time were kind of like, yeah, you know what, like, that's totally cool, whatever, do what you gotta do, but I don't think you should date this Mary girl. And me and all my friends agreed, like, yeah, Bob, don't date Mary because Mary, you know, loves smoking marijuana and she loves, you know, she's not the smartest girl out there. And, you know, Bob was a good looking guy. We thought he could do better, and this girl also like wasn't really doing well in school. She ended up dropping out of the university that I went to, and she ended up going to a different school for something else. But still, she wasn't like the smartest tool in the shed. So just we're all looking out for him and saying, you know what, we think you can have fun with her if you need to, but just don't get into a relationship with this girl. So later on, at the time he actually agreed. He said, yeah, you guys are totally right. I am not gonna, like, you know, date this girl. We just had fun, whatever. Like, I'm gonna move on and, you know, chill with you guys and, you know, continue doing the same things that we did before. And this isn't us, you know, we weren't telling him this because we didn't want him to have a girlfriend, or we didn't tell him that because, you know, we wanted to stay as a clique of the boys going out and having a good time and stuff like that. That wasn't the case. We're just looking out for him, saying, hey, when the right girl comes along, make sure that, you know, make sure that you get a girl that's good for you. So weeks go by and go by and go by, and then later on I find out that they're secretly hanging out because when I met Bob's sister, Bob was just like, oh, I really like Mary. And then I was like, oh, I didn't know like you had met Mary. And so I found out that way that they were hanging out and she was going over to his place, and they ended up spending more and more time with each other. And at the time I said, you know what, whatever, if you think that, you know, she's a girl for you, then go for it. We were just giving, you know, our advice, me and my three other friends. You don't have to listen to what we had to say, obviously. So he continued hanging out with her, and we're totally cool with that. And so what ends up happening is they end up becoming boyfriend and girlfriend. So later on, you know, they're dating and stuff, and so we still want to hang out with the guy because he's our friend. And every time we would go out for drinks, or if we go to a bar or club and stuff, we would be like, hey, like, let's go out together, like, let's go dance with some girls, have a good time and whatnot. And, you know, we were telling him, I'm like, hey, if you do end up coming out with us without your girlfriend, just, like, join us and just, like, have fun with us. We're not saying you should cheat on your girlfriend, but you should, you know, try and have a good time. And I remember at the time, it's just like, nah, man, I want to be loyal and stuff. I'm like, I'm not asking you to cheat on your girlfriend. I'm just asking you to, like, have fun with us, not stand in the corner and be a loner. So I think what ended up happening is he ended up sharing that story with his girlfriend, saying that, you know, my friends, not that they're forcing me, but my friends told me that it's okay for me to go out and talk to other girls and do this and do that and stuff like that, which is not exactly what we said. We're just trying to make him have a good time when he went out with us. And so from that point forward, I feel like she didn't want to hang out with us as much anymore. Maybe she also knew that we didn't endorse the relationship from the beginning. So the few times that she did come over to hang out with us, she started to, like, not talk to us as much and maybe pay more attention to him. And then over time, she started showing up less and less and less and less. And then the same thing with him. So over time, he used to hang out with us like maybe once every week or every 2 weeks, and then after that, it started dying down to once a month, once every couple months, and then so on and so forth. And yeah, and then I don't know, I guess he decided that she was more important to him than his friends were to him. So later on, after we all graduate university, we still like hanging out with this guy because he's like one of my best friends. We used to, like, talk all the time, share stories and whatever, and just do fun stuff together. And so after we graduated, we're obviously working and we don't have as much time as we did in university. And so we'd like to meet in the summer to play golf and do all these different activities. And he'd always show up. But this time I'm only seeing him maybe 2 or 3 times a year. And so other times we're trying to tell him hey, let's hang out more, let's do this and whatever. And then he'd always say oh, sorry, Mary and I are getting dinner tonight, or oh, sorry, blah, blah, blah. And then I'm kind of like, yo, you and Mary live together. Why do you have to do something with her if you guys are gonna see each other later tonight? There's nothing wrong with going out and having dinner with your girlfriend, but if your friends are just hey, let's do this, let's do that, you can always go back and hang out with your girlfriend after. So we weren't being a jealous friend. We were just trying to say hey, this guy is getting really attached to his girlfriend. He just needs to continually spend time with her, and he can't even make time with his friends. So after a while, we're kind of just okay, this guy is so far gone. So later on that year, it was my birthday. My birthday was at the end of the year, and so I messaged him. I'm like, hey Bob, do you want to come to my birthday party? I'm gonna go out to a restaurant. I'm gonna be inviting all the friends that we hang out with and stuff like that, and it should be a lot of fun. And so he didn't respond to my message. I was just okay. I texted him. I tried calling him. He didn't pick up. Tried sending a Facebook message. No response. I'm kind of just okay, I don't know why he's ignoring me. And so I tried telling one of my friends to reach out to him to invite him. And then the same thing, they reached out to him and they tried getting him to come to my birthday party, but he didn't respond. He didn't send me a birthday message, he didn't send me anything. And so all these messages were being sent to him, and he wasn't even opening them because he was active on Facebook. We could see if his girlfriend tagged him on something, he would like stuff on his Facebook and whatever. So he's deliberately ignoring our messages. And yeah, and since then, none of us have spoken to him. None of my main friends that I'm still friends with no longer talk to Bob. And so it's actually kind of crazy to think about, because this is one of the guys in university that I thought I was going to be friends with for a very, very long time, because him and I had a genuine friendship. And yeah, I guess sometimes, girls come along and then they just, the friend that you thought you had just disappeared. So I'm wondering from your end, I'm sure this is a similar story to that you guys can relate to. I'm sure you've had some friends in the past, whether it's a boyfriend or a girlfriend or something along those lines, where you thought you had somebody genuine in your life. You thought you had a real friend, real boyfriend, real girlfriend, then that person ended up disappearing for something else or somebody else. So let me know. You can connect with me if you want to share your story with me, but I wanted to share this story with you because obviously it's something that I thought about after my teacher's class. And yeah, to all those people out there that are real friends, good on you. So thanks for watching this video. Stay dreaming, stay chasing, and I'll see you in the next one. Oh yeah, one more thing. So the song that I used in this video is actually Real Friends by Kanye West. A lot of my friends know I'm the biggest Kanye West fan, so you should take a listen to the song because obviously it relates to the video. So thanks for watching.